Drysdale. This is Rodrigo Brucutu. We at John's Gym in Austin, Texas, and I'm going to show you one of my favorite setups. It's a very simple, basic Kimura attack, but I got a little twist to it, like a few details that most people have never really thought about. So it's good stuff. So we're gonna try. So just like a lot of times when I'm in side control here, this is a very common reaction from my opponent who framed my neck. It's the correct thing for him to do. Shouldn't be grabbing my, other than having an underhook, this is the best thing he can do with this arm. So this can be a problem for me because it keeps me from putting weight on my opponent. I can't get heavy on him because this blade's on my throat the whole time. So this can be a problem. If I'm not liking this and I feel like I'm losing control, this guy's starting to create space, what I'm going to do is I'm going to let go of his head, I'm going to wrap it underneath of his elbow, and I'm going to sit to my right hip. Now the important part here is that you don't let his arm go, because at this point I want to keep his arm. I don't want to keep his shoulder, I want to wrap it closer to the elbow, even put my hand on his rib cage here. I want just his elbow on the inside. If you try to wrap too much of his arm, he's got too much freedom, it's going to be hard to control his arm. I don't like that. But as I wrap it down here, it's very important that you prevent him from underhooking you, because he'll still try to swim that arm around. And once he gets that underhook, it's hard for me to get that Kimura without overreaching. And when I overreach, I put myself out of position. Next thing you know, this guy's on his knees, he's on top of me. Too late, okay? So I don't want you guys reaching. So I don't have to reach. What I do is I block his forearm here with my hand. Make sure he doesn't throw that arm around my neck. So if he tries to throw that arm around, he feels the Kimura, he sees the attack, he's not going, swim that arm around. So what I'm gonna do here is, I have the Kimura option here, but I'm gonna do something a little bit different. Something I've been getting on even before I get the Kimura. It's a very simple attack. So when I'm here, I just block his forearm. I make sure my thumb is up. I'm not, doing this. Thumb is up. I'm blocking the forearm. A very common thing is for him to try to swim that arm still. So he'll try to fight my arm exactly and try to throw it underneath my armpit to get that underhook. Okay, now he beats me. So what I'm going to do is, as I block, I make sure that arm comes nowhere near my shoulder. So as he swims around, I push it forward. Okay, so instead of just staying where I'm at and giving him a chance of getting that underhook, as he tries to swim it around, I push it forward. Notice that I wrapped his forearm with my thumb now. I'm not just blocking his forearm, I'm actually wrapping it with my thumb. So I'll be here, as he opens up, got it. So I move forward, now I keep my hand where it's at. Look where my left hand is. And I just move back with my body. It's a fast little variation to the Kimura. Instead of going here and locking, which is kind of predictable, he sees it coming, I just block, I wait for him to move his arm around, I follow him around my shoulder, and then I pull. It's more about keeping my arm where it's at and letting my body extend. As my body extends, I put a lot of weight on his elbow. Do it one more time. 1, 2. Look where my left arm stays. Look, I just back out. So like this right here, a lot of people go for this. It's not as strong as this right here. Plus, don't try to finish with this. This is not very strong. I try to put my body weight behind. That's what I want you guys to get. It's not about pushing, it's about keeping my body weight behind me. So we go again. I'm trying to really make my left arm as heavy as possible. It's a fast submission. They don't see it coming. And if you did get out of that, then you can start working your Kimura. But this is like a setup. Even before I get the Kimura, it's a great way of finishing it.